Hello, everybody. We are again talking with Mr. Zeljko Kopic, our coach. Thank you for granting us this interview. This time in a different part of the season with Dinamo in playoff. How do you feel? How are you now, sir? After a good period for Dinamo, but what awaits us is another very strong period of the season with tough matches.
Yes, with tough matches. Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here with you again and to discuss about situation in the team, in the club, that all our supporters have as much information as we can share with them, and to understand the process what we are trying to do for this season, for the next season as well. And at the moment, I think that the club it's in good situation. I think that the biggest challenge in this process of to go out from insolvency, because the team on the pitch in this 1 year, that we make improvement, that we manage to make our targets, and at the moment that we have a lot of things that we can be satisfied, but also it's obvious that it's many things where we have to improve, to continue to work, and to make the team and the club even better.
Regarding this, I have a question. What things do you think need to be improved for Dinamo to have a presence in top six year after year in each year?
Again, for me, in this period, my life with Dinamo, first 6 months, we had this target to stay in Superliga. After that, this season was the target to be there between 6 and 8 position, and if it's possible to reach playoff, it will be bonus. It will be something extra. Now we are here, and this period we need to use to adapt as much as possible for these tough games against very good opponents, to 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 try to play good football, to make some good results, to fight for the positions. But this adaptation for the to play on national arena, to play derby games, to feel different kind of pressure, I think it's very important for the seasons in front of us. And that this playoff, because of course we have our motivation, we want to fight for the team, for the club, for our supporters, for everything. But we cannot reach Europe competitions this season, and this is why for me it's very important to feel the players in this kind of games, in this kind of competition, that they feel this playoff. And for sure this will be big improvement for the something what can give us stability to make improvement for the next seasons. I can compare this with some clubs who started to play in Europe competition, and in the beginning they are
Yeah.
struggling, and if they have consistency, if they are doing in quality way, in one moment they make this improvement in Europe competition. This is something what we have to have similar idea here now, to use this period to adapt, and for the next season, where everybody will have higher expectation from us, to really fight for top position, to be ready for that.
A season is formed out of many games. In the regular season, 30 games, Dinamo obtained 51 points. There are very good things. Maybe sometimes you are not satisfied, but what do you think it was the most, I don't know, tough moment for you, but the most difficult moment in the regular season for you as a coach?
First of all, I think that this 51 point, it's really good number after last seasons, and if we have comparison, and especially after the relegation and then the second division and after the last season to this is really big improvement about the points, about the I think that we lose only 5 games, and it's obvious that the player did good job, all of us, that we make something, that we create some good atmosphere, good energy in the team. Of course, we had some tough moments. In one period, we were struggling with injuries. You remember after the national
Yeah.
team break that we were a little bit unbalanced, and also when we had this in, because almost whole season we were in top six. We didn't have
Yeah.
like that we drop, and our performance was stable. But when in the last games, when you know that you are there, you feel that players really need this confirmation that we are finally there. And then when we lost the game, only game in the year, or I don't know for how long, in Arc de Triomphe against Farol, you can feel that it's that we lose little bit of this stability. But again, against Hermannstadt and Uta, I think that we again play really good games, and that we completely deserve this playoff.
Your microphone is closed.
I felt that the players gained confidence in their own strength from match to match. How confident they are now for the playoff?
Confidence is always confidence cannot come from only from our conversation, or to give them this confidence through the speech or something. This confidence is coming from their, how they feel from the trainings, how we are doing on the games, about the level of the performance, about results. And from game to game, they felt that we can really do. If we When we speak about start of the season, we in the first game in Cluj we had 2-0. We showed that we can make something. After that, we had very good home games against Petrolul and everything. And then from that moment, the players really start to feel that we can achieve something really good this season. Now it's moment where they pressure went little bit out from them, because we finally reached this playoff. But now it's another kind of pressure for this, to understand that all players in all the teams, all the clubs in playoff will go all in, because we are the only team which cannot play Europe this season. And all other teams, they have big budgets, they have big expectations, and every game, every team will go with everything what they have at that moment. And my feeling was during the against Chefere, our preparation for the game was good. The players understand everything, but my feeling that we were not on that level where we have to be to fight with the other teams, with their level of ambition and motivation. And this is something where we have space for improvement for this and other last 9 games, and where I insist to push ourselves to the limit, because without this it will be very tough to make some good results.
Talking about the games against Cluj, it was noticeable Clujan's absence. It was Dinamo's first league match without Cătălin in the midfield. Did this highlight how important he is for the team, for you, for your philosophy as a whole, as a team?
You know that I never speak about the players who didn't play because I have respect about the players on the pitch, and that every player in our team is very important, and I don't like to make excuses about if one or two players are not on the pitch. Doesn't matter if we play in one part of the season without central defenders, or we have some problem when Boa and Josh were injured. We use Razvan and Lee Alexandru, and we still have some good games. We use Marginyan. They are now in the midfield again. We had players with the quality. If we speak about Catalin, I think that Catalin make amazing improvement this season from the moment when he came without some professional level, like
Yeah.
without many minutes on a lot of games in his legs. And I'm really satisfied with his how he improved it. He is now even more dangerous in front of opponent's goal. He keep the game in our hands. Of course, in some games he can do better, but I see him as one of really important player of for our team, and I really strong believe that he will be important player in Romania. I speak about level of a national team in the future.
In my opinion, CFR played their best football this season in against us last game. Did you feel the same?
They are good, but I think that they are already a long time without defeat. They have the way how they play their performance. It's a lot of about the winning duels, about high energy on the pitch, and then on this second third part of the pitch they have the quality. They have players who can make difference. Against us, the first situation was goal. After that, I think that they had three shoots and three goals in the, it's combination of really good team with strong defensive approach and with some quality forward, and I think that they deserve this win and these 3 points against us.
A player that looks very interesting since you sent him in the first 11, Stipe Perica. He scored already 2 goals against two tough opponents. How do you? He's a bit different than the strikers that we had in the last, let's say, since you came to Dinamo. He's a different profile. How do you see he's adapting to life here in Romania, to playing for Dinamo? Also, we liked his mentality after the game against CFR. He looks like he's a winner as a mentality. How do you feel him as a striker?
Yeah. I know Stipe for a long time. I wasn't his coach, but 10 years ago, when he started his career, he was one of the best young Croatian players. He showed in that time really big potential, and this is why Chelsea bought him. After that, he had some good moments in his career in Italy, in Israel, but recently, you know how it's in football. When you lose momentum, when you don't adapt somewhere very good, and the career is not it's go a little bit down, and player maybe don't feel so comfortable. It's tough again to make this step. For example, what Selmani make. We know that first 6 months, and even before he came, he didn't perform well He didn't have some good seasons, and the first 6 months he was struggling here. But finally, he showed all his potential because his mentality and the way how he fight and how he wants to prove himself is very high level. And I know that Stipe is the similar profile of personality. I don't compare them as a players because
Yeah.
it's completely different profile of players. And for me, it's important because already in this short period of time without preseason with us, he scored against VCSB, he scored against CFR. In against Farul, he had three really good chances. He was there, and in Arad, it was 4 5 situations where he must score. A player with his quality, you must score something from all these situations. But this show me that he is there. He feel
Yeah.
the space. He is in positions, and I really believe that in the next period of time, especially after preseason with us, that he will be a really good player for Dinamo, and I think that he already showed that he has a quality.
Regarding this situation with Perica, Selmani moved to a more winger position. How was talking to him, and how do you see him as a winger? Because he is different in a different position, but also he managed to score against Wuta. He offered some assists already in this position.
Yeah. It's important to know to understand that we in the summer and also now in the winter time that we were looking for the wingers,
Yeah,
and Hakim it's more striker than a winger. We use him and he play a lot of games there, but I think that he is more striker than a winger. Alex Popic can play winger, can play striker, but no one of them was. It's typical winger from my point of
yeah,
view. Dennis Politic, it's winger, and we tried with Alberto Soro, but he didn't adapt so well. We have young Karaja had some little problems with injuries, and in these positions we were trying different options with Milanov there on the right side to come more in the game to have more like one more player in the midfield, but in another moment to be there more offensive. And now, when we were analyzing our performances, that in which area we are dangerous, how we create the chances, we are trying to put one more offensive player to be even more dangerous in front of opponent's goal. And for example, against Farul, I think that we had the most number of shoots in
yeah,
the whole year, that we create some situations, that we had opportunities against Hermannstadt, that we also had some very good moments in Arad also, that we create a lot of situations. And I think that we improve number of situations in front of opponent goal, but still we need to understand that, and all of us know that Astrid is not a winger and that this is not his primary position.
yeah.
But again, he is the profile of player who wants to play for the team, who wants to uh, sacrifice if this is important, and we are trying to find the best balance to between defensive stability, but also to have a offensive approach to be there. We understand that we in our game that we have some problems and some situations what we have to solve, and of course we will work on this. But again, this is not something what was our idea from the beginning. This is just adaptation on this what we have in the team, and to try to make the best balance for the team.
I have a good news for you because Giuseppe find you one player. Yesterday they write something about
Antoine Baron.
Antoine
Yeah.
Baron. Yes,
Baron.
they find you one striker. You see,
Yeah.
now it's good because they will look for a winger also.
Yeah. Okay, in media will appear many different kind of information, especially when the transfer period start. This is normal. We already start to discuss with our officials in the club about the budget for the next season, about positions what we need. We want really to make Dinamo very strong, and this is why I insist already now in middle of March to start to work on pre-season and to on pre-season on the and to have all players as soon as we can to sign for the pre-season, to make good deals, to sign good players. Of course, it will not be possible to make everything on time, because we know how the transfer period is and how is the market. But we know what we want, how we want to do the things, and I think that this is also very important for the club to have short, medium, and long plans. And if we speak about Antoine Baron, when I arrive in Botev Plovdiv, he was not with the team. He was in the B team because of some problems. The team was on the last position in the table, and I took him there, and he performed really well. He's good player, and he scored a lot of goals and make even after I leave the club. I don't know how many goals, but he scored a lot. He made the transfer in Switzerland. Now he's in Ludogorets, and I don't think that his option, because he's under contract in with club from Switzerland, and now on loan in Bulgaria in Ludogorets. But what I can say about him, that he is player with really good quality, and I have good connection with him on personal level.
As you mentioned, the summer transfer period, Dinamo will finally have a normal preseason in the summer. We'll finish the season in May. Won't have to play uh, another matches, supplementary matches to remain the first league. So it will for you different this time, because last year we finished pretty late the season. You had now a very short period of holidays for you and also the players. It will be different this time. You also have a sports director now with Cosmin, and will be different this time.
Yeah, we have much more reasons now to be positive, to be confident. We have now time to prepare everything. And what you said, that the last season, until the last moment, all of us, we believe that we will stay in the league. But you cannot start discussions with the players. You can
Huh?
do nothing before you are finally there. And now it's the many players. We already spoke about that. Players didn't want to come here because of different reasons. Information about financial situation in the club
Yeah.
is not good, about salaries. We are fighting for its relegation zone. It was not good at the moment. The game is completely different. We start to be very attractive. I cannot say very attractive, but we are now in the much
Yeah.
better position to start discussions, because we are now in first six teams in the league. All financial part is stable. We play some good football. Everybody know what Dinamo is. Everybody knows about Dinamo supporters. And when you take all this package, of course, we have a better starting point to discuss. And also, I have to say that all these players which were with us last season, that for them also mentally it's not easy. And of course we can say, okay, it's normal, it's professional life for football player, it's not nothing, it's easy, but
Yeah.
they had a lot of pressure last season, and the summer break for them was only, I don't know, 9-10 days, something
Yeah.
like that, and we immediately start, and different kind of games. And in the winter time again, it was short. We play against Rapid 22nd, I think, and
Yeah. Yeah.
second.
In December.
Se-
Yeah.
and 2nd of January, we were already here to go for Antalya, and I understand them that it's a lot of things what happen, but still we need to find the energy, motivation, and everything else to perform well in this playoff.
Speaking about next season, we have a small problem. You have a small problem. Kărjan will no longer be under 21. Roșca also. What position you like to have the under 21 player in next season?
But this is also something what we are discussing. Part of my plans is for sure it's Karaja. Karaja, it's there. Also, I am very satisfied with the way how Alexandru and David Irimia, how they perform. They make adaptation for this senior level of football. We will see situation about Rotund and some other players. Also, we put some targets to analyze the Romanian market about young players in second division, to see if we can find something. We also signed Soare Kasian. He has more than 40 games in the second division. It's tough to expect that we will. It will be amazing if we find another Catalin Kerjan, But this is not
Yeah.
something what you can, because when I analyzed him last summer, doesn't matter what he didn't play a lot, you feel for me that he's special player, and that his way of understanding football and playing football is different. And then when you watch him day by day, how he work on himself, how he wants to improve every detail on his game, how he is on maximum every training session. Doesn't matter if we speak about technical, tactical, or fitness, or even recovery from the games. It's one very very high level, and this is something what when we spoke already about mentality of Romanian players, especially young players. Many Romanian players have a talent, have a quality on the ball, but this level of what Catalin have about working mentality, taking care about himself, and willingness to improve his game, this is something what at the end make a difference. And it's not easy to find this profile of players with this mentality, but this is the way how, and this profile of players is something what I want to see in our team. And I'm sure that only these characters, these strong personalities, mentalities, can bring Dinamo to another levels. Because if we speak only about talent, we had here players with the
Yeah.
with the talent. It's not question about this, but to get to the level where Dinamo, all of us, where we want to be, we need this kind of players.
A player that seems to need a bit more adapting. I mean, Alex Pop. He joined Oțelul, has played less recently. How do you see his adaptation to Dinamo? Different style of play from what he had at Oțelul. Now he's in a new team with a different style of playing. How do you see his
Yeah.
adapting here?
I really like him as a person. I think that he graduated on 2 colleges. I think something like that. It's it's the one very smart guy who understand everything. He is working really well on the in the trainings, and I had idea to implement him in the first team as soon as possible, and from the beginning in the preseason in Antalya, and from the this first game against Craiova, in Craiova away. Mm, but he still didn't find this the best balance, how to adapt, how to keep, how to stay uh, what he is, to keep his way of game, and to little bit to adapt to our game, and this balance still is not, and I feel little bit sorry about Alex, but at the moment, but I'm sure that with his level, because I had discussion with him last week, and he really wants to prove himself in Dinamo. How he said he wants to be important part of success and Dinamo history, not just to be here. And I really like his approach, and I believe then in the next period of time, I cannot say how long it will take, but I really believe that he will start to bring something more for the team and to prove himself.
Ionuț?
In my opinion, Boateng is one of the best defenders in Superliga. Next year, he will be in last year of contract. Do you think it's a danger to lose him? Because, in my opinion, he's the best central defender in Superliga.
Okay, Boateng, when we were looking for these positions in the summer, informations what we had and what we analyzed him, that he has some very good parts of his game, but also that there were some mistakes what he did in the games in previous clubs, and this is why he didn't reach maybe even higher level. But I think that he, like some other players as well, that he make from beginning of the season, that he make big improvement, and that he shows lot of quality, and he is also one of the guys which is really, I can put him close to, I don't know, the Selmani, to Eddie, with this strong personality and strong way of thinking, how to improve, how to win the games, how to be very competitive, and he is for us very important player. This is also discussion in the club because of his contract, and we know what happened with Josh and with Astrid, and for sure the club will start negotiations with Boa, and try to prolong this, to extend this contract.
The next game will be against FCSB, the fourth encounter this season. The last game was a bit frustrating as Dinamo, I think, deserved a positive result. Now the two teams meet in a playoff match, different kind of pressure, as you said, a different kind of situation now because it's a playoff game with Dinamo as a host, of course.
It's again, it's important match against, with full respect about all clubs in Romania. I think that this is biggest Romanian derby, and I know that frustration and expectation and everything, that everyone wants to make some good result against FCSB. They have really good season, and especially in Europe competitions, they have a quality. but again, we have to prepare the game, and the last game, what you said, we had this 1-0 again from some mistakes. We conceded this first goal it without the best reaction in important moments immediately after we scored the goal. But this is the way where we are at the moment, and we need again, if we want to make something, we need to play our best match. And this is something how this is the way how we will prepare the match. And again, every match to try to be competitive, to go out with confidence, with energy, with self belief, and to try to win the game. It will be tough, but we need to fight.
National Arena will host our matches. We'll play 7 games there. In I don't know, 1 month and a half. Not always we be the host. Also, Rapid and FCSB. But how important will be the support of the fans, because it's a big stadium. It's different than Arc de Triomphe and against FCSB. How important will be for the players and for you to have a big support from the fans?
When we speak about Arc de Triomphe, and from my discussion with the players, everybody understand that Arc de Triomphe is not the most beautiful stadium in Romania, and it's not the best pitch in Romania, and the conditions are not something special. But we have a feeling that this is our home, and this is why the team play a lot of good games there with a lot of energy, with with many good things, which brings us to this level. Now, again, if what we want, it's to make another level and to improve the team, to club to play even better, to play with more supporters on the stadium, and to play as much games as we can in national arena. And from this point of view, this is again, this playoff, it's excellent opportunity to adapt there, because we didn't achieve on national arena some good results. And now, game by game, I think that the players will feel better and better. And again, we want to make something now, but again, to adapt the team, the player, also for the next season, where we want to play on national arena as much as possible. And in future, when the come right moment to play Europe games, that we feel really good on that stadium, on that pitch, before our new stadium will be finished, which will be, I think, then another level for whole club, for all our supporters, and for whole Dinamo family.
Mr. I have an information for your players, not for the next season, for pre-season, because Andrei Niculescu in our podcast live tells that he promised a lot of money if we win the title. So if the player want a big holiday, a nice holiday, they must take the money from Andrei. To take the money from Andrei, they must win the title. Tell them that it's possible.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But again, I have to say about the club that all salaries, all bonuses, that everything is on time. That the players and the staff, we get the bonuses for playoff. And from that part, I really think that the club make everything, and give us stability, and that all players can be focused only about the work, about improvement, about playing football, about enjoying this what they are doing. Again, we have some bonuses for this playoff as well. Can't I think that, all of us, we work for every job is for money. It's important, but I think that players have also must have this also other kind of motivations to prove themselves, to play for the club, for the team, for when you go in Cluj there and when you see what atmosphere our supporters make and how many of them was there, you have obligation, you must push yourself to all the limits what you have.
Uh, you have several players that have been called up to their national teams, but Denis Politic's call up to the Romania squad stands out. How important is this moment for him? What do you think? And what do you expect him to return with more confidence after he goes to the national team? We don't know how many minutes he will play, but it is important for him to be called up to the national team.
I think that for the club it's very important to have as much as possible national team players, because this is also something what uh, bring the club on another level of respect from other players, from other teams, and for everyone this is the plus. Doesn't matter for which country they play. It's always respect when you have someone who get national team call. Of course, for all of us, especially for Romanians and for all our supporters, is the biggest thing when we have in Romanian national team, and
Yeah.
this is special moment. Of course, a special moment for Denis. He deserved this with his performances, but also with improvement from whole team, because it's tough to expect if you are on 12th or 14th position that you will get invitation for the national team. It's possible, but it's much harder. And this is again something where all of us uh, help him to be there. I hope that he will deserve some minutes, that he will make his debut, and that he will start his national team, let's say, career with the Romanian national team in the best possible way. I think it's important for him and for the club as well.
It was a bet. It was a bet who will reach first national team, Cârjan or Politic. And this time, Politic win. He was called first.
I have to say, for me, Raul Prutz, it's also very close to there. He play some really good games this season. I can say that maybe it was a little bit disappointing that at this moment, because we were he was expected that he will be there or close to there, but again he need to continue to work, to prove himself, to push himself, and I hope in the future that he will deserve this call as well. About Karjan, I think it's important because he didn't play even for under 21
Yeah.
some special number of games or minutes. It was something very small. I think that for him is important to show his quality and everything what he is playing here in Dinamo, that he present himself in the best way in under 21, and after that to deserve next step for the A national team.
Mr. How is Adnan feeling regarding the goalkeeper position? Because it's not easy for an experienced player to accept a backup role to a younger player. How is he? Because mentally he has to be strong this period, no?
It's not easy for him. Of course, it's not easy. It's a tough period. He has many games for Dinamo. He was important player for us in some very difficult moments, especially in the next season. But in this season, he has some good games as well. Uh, it's very important that he is very high level professional. His way how he work in the training, how it's his attitude. communication with Alessandro Caparco, and everything what I can say about him, it's only positive in this part of the trainings, only with Alessandro about goalkeepers, but also about the team part of the trainings. And again, he need to continue to work, to believe in himself. We had some discussions about that, and we will see what decisions we will make in the summer.
Mr. It's good that we have a lot of players to national teams, 8, I think, in total. But it's difficult for you in this period because you cannot train them, and it's a bit difficult, I think.
It is, but it's normal. This is, if you want to have players of the higher quality, you need to understand that they will miss this part of trainings with us. They will be, but for me, it's most important that they come back healthy, that they have there some positive experience, that when they come back, that they are in positive energy, in the good mood to continue to work. And with these players, what we have here, we will make the best what we can. Again, to make some trainings, to make some extra individual things, and then when all players will come back, we will continue with more tactical work and preparation for the FCSB game.
Mr. At the end of the match in Cluj, we saw a great moment. Our colleague Alexandra managed to film it with you and Florentin Petre going to salute the supporters. It was a touching moment because you came back as you know, like a team, you and him, to salute back the supporters. That maybe 3,000 fans were in Cluj. How important is for you to see that you have such the support of the fans, are also from Florentin Petre, because you two have become very close and you work so well together this time.
Yeah. For me, it's important. You have different kind of person and with different mentalities. But for me, it's very important these strong connections in the staff, and this is also one of the very important things why we have good season. About whole stuff, it's really a lot of quality. If we speak about our fitness coaches, about Alexa and Madeline, if we speak about Alessandro, if we speak about Javier, who is a nutritionist, and about our doctor and the guys who are doing physios and therapists. And I think that at the moment we have a really, really good group of people there. And about Florentin, he is the we have our jokes, when we speak, and we said it's many stars, but it's not too many legends, and it's easy to be star in one period, but to become a legend. And I really believe that he's legend of Dinamo, and to
Yeah.
deserve this status, it's something else, because in one moment, in 10, 20, 30, I don't know, 50 games, you can be a star. But to become really what Florentin is, and I have about him and about everything, I have a really big respect, and the way how we communicate, how we make decisions, and the energy, and Dinamo is. I already said that Dinamo is in his blood, and you can feel this in every sentence, in every word, and this is something what push you all the time, because you understand the importance of everything. And then this connection with supporters, I understand that it's in football, it's everything about tough moments, good moments, but when you lose the game and when you have this kind of support, and this means that these people who make this all kilometers to come there and to watch the game and to give support, that they really feel that we are trying to create something.
Yeah.
And for me, it's really important because I'm foreigner here, and I'm not so long. Okay, I see that the coaches are changing very fast, but still I'm not in Romania for some long period. And of course, that this connection what we have with our supporters, this what Florentine mean for everybody, and I'm trying to be there to make something for the team, for the club, and that I know in one moment, because sooner or later, you know, the things are changing. But when I see back what I did, what I create with Dinamo, that I can be proud that me as a head coach, Florentine, and all of us, that we give everything what we have for the club.
Mr. I want to thank you, and also we want to thank you for granting us this interview, this ample interview, because we learned very important things. And as always, it is a great pleasure to talk to you and to talk to you from the moment that we started this series of interviews, from where we started and where we are now. We are so grateful for what you have done, but our tradition remains.
Yeah.
um, to send a message to the fans before the last 9 games of the season, and looking forward to granting us the next interview at the end of the season.
Yeah, I thank you one more time, and I really find this important to that our supporters, that they feel this transparency, that we are ready to communicate, to be open about our ideas, about the way how we work, and to give them idea and confidence that we are really taking care about the club, about the processes, and that all of us, if we start with our shareholders, about President Andre, about now Cosmini Sporting Director, about all people in the club, that we are really trying, we are pushing ourselves to create something for the better future of the club.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much,
And keep
Mister.
in touch. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye bye.